rain. Well, the circle, the unbroken.
Hello everyone, welcome to another award-winning edition of the Locker Room Chat. My name is John Williams, and tonight we are featuring the Oliver Springs High School Lady Bobcats softball program, and sitting next to me right now is the head coach of the Lady Bobcats, Matt Hedden. Matt, thank you for being here and welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having us here.
And Coach Hedden's brought along three of his Lady Bobcats, three seniors, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
Let's go ahead and meet these young ladies, the senior athletes, student athletes for Oliver Springs. All right, we're good to go now. Hope everybody heard me. This is head coach Matt Hedden, Oliver Springs Lady Bobcats softball team, and the unbeaten Lady Bobcats, I'll say, 7-0 right now.
Yeah, we've been pretty good so far. So
So let's go ahead and meet these student athletes for Oliver Springs. Girls, if you would, just go ahead and introduce yourself and just tell us what position you play. And I know all of y'all are seniors, but
I'm Brianna Broadus. I play center field.
I'm Haley. I'm their third baseman.
I'm Shelby. I play left field.
Brianna, you take that mic again. And
I'm Brianna, and I play center field.
okay, we got center field and
Third base
third base,
and left field.
left field. Okay. So, Coach, as I mentioned, y'all undefeated. Start the season off 7-0. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but if you would, just go ahead and tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself.
name's Matt Hedden, originally from Oakdale. Been teaching at Oliver Springs for the past 26 years. Started off coaching with football and middle school football and high school, but after about 2 years, the program needing a coach, and took it over and been there ever since.
Mm-hmm. And what year did you take over as a head coach?
I think it was the '98 season.
Mm-hmm.
So been
How
there
long
for a
you
while.
been coaching the high school softball since '98?
Yeah, so this will be my 24th year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That is a long time. You don't look that old to be coaching that long.
I feel it though sometimes.
You got started young. Did you go to school at Oliver Springs?
No, I was born and raised in Oakdale.
Oakdale,
And
okay.
went there, and went to Tennessee Wesleyan, played football down there, and finished up out at Tennessee Tech.
Okay. Now you're a teacher now at Oliver Springs.
Yes.
What do you teach?
World history and some elective history courses, contemporary issues, military history, and Tennessee history.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been a teacher at Oliver Springs?
This will be year number 26 for me. So.
Okay, and what year did you graduate Oakdale?
1990.
1990?
Yeah.
So you know Goose Lindsay, I bet.
Yeah, I grew up with Goose. Yeah.
Did you go to school with him?
Yeah, I went to school. He's a couple years older, but we grew up together. Our parents, good friends, and played ball through Little League and high school and everything with him.
Yeah, he's Goose used to be on this show a little bit, and he's a really good sports writer, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Roane County, I think, right now, or it might be at Morgan County. News,
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I think he might be with Morgan now. Mm-hmm.
So talk about your playing career. You played football at Tennessee Wesleyan?
Yes, and went down there and played 4 years. My last year there was the last year they had the program, so we finished the program up there, and then just went on and finished up at Tech and came to Oliver Springs directly from graduation. So,
You have any family?
yeah, I've still got 4 older sisters, and 3 of them live in the Harriman Rockwood area, and 1 lives in southern Alabama, and
Okay.
tons of nieces and nephews.
Married?
No,
Not married?
Yeah,
Any kids? Or
no,
just these girls?
yeah, and they're a handful anyway. So,
Right. That keeps you busy. Let's go ahead and talk about your team this year.
Yeah.
We're talking with head coach Matt Hedden of the Oliver Springs Lady Bobcats, and they're off to a 7-0 start here to start the season, and fresh off a big win last night over Wartburg. And Coach Hedden, if you would, let's talk about your team this year.
yeah, we're just glad to get back out on the field and play after having to sit out last season. We only got 2 games in last year, and we were looking forward to having a good season, and then the pandemic hit and shut us down. So these girls have been itching to get back out there, and we had a good preseason. We couldn't scrimmage anybody, but we had enough girls where we could inter squad a lot, and they were ready to come out and start playing, and start off with a big win over Bearden, and then the next night a big district win over Coalfield, and just kept moving from there. And
It was a big win over Bearden, Class AAA school. Now, Oliver Springs, are they in softball? Are y'all? What class are y'all?
we're single A.
Class A, okay.
Yeah.
So it is a big win. You go to Bearden, knock off the Lady Bulldogs. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. We got a lot of talent this year, and they, we're still trying to get everybody to start gelling and getting everything's working correctly, and hopefully by the end of the season we'll be rolling pretty good. So,
I know you said you got a big win over Coalfield
yeah.
early in the season, and how's the district shaping up as far as the top teams? Or
we've been trying to keep track of everybody and all the wins and everything. I know Harriman had a win over Coalfield last night. We thought, Coalfield's a very, very talented team, and so I know Harriman's going to be there. I've heard Midway is pretty talented and coming up. So we've only seen just a few teams so far. So, but I think the heart of our schedule is fixing to come up after we get off spring break next week.
pretty competitive district.
Yes, and we got 9 teams in there from Roan, Morgan, and Oneida's thrown in there. So it's a big district, a lot of district games. Anything can happen.
So you've seen a lot since you've been head coach since '98.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the history of the Lady Bobcats softball.
Yeah. When I took it over, the program was struggling a little bit, and we just wanted to try to get the fundamentals down and become a competitive program. And it took us several years, and eventually softball started taking off, and we started getting more and more travel ball players coming in, and getting that experience from the travel ball girls that, and then taking those that don't play that and help to solidify our program. And probably when we first started off, we were AA and competing in an extremely tough district with Anderson County, Loudon, Kingston, and all them. And when we moved down to single A, everything was really starting to come together at that time. Our probably the one player that I could say that we started rallying around was the current Roan State head coach, J.C. Hackworth. She came through and helped start setting the standards of excellence in our program.
Mm-hmm. Is she one of your assistants?
No, she's currently the head coach at Roan State right now.
She's a former
player, first
Lady
player.
Bobcat.
Yeah, first player to ever earn All-State Division I scholarship, everything, TTSU and everything.
She's head coach now at Roan State.
Yes.
Lady Raiders.
Yes.
That's good. What about the success? type of success has Oliver Springs experienced in softball since you've been coaching?
Well, when we dropped down to single A, since we've dropped down, we've won 6 district titles, been to about 8 or 9 regionals, 2 sectional games, and in 2013 we went to Murfreesboro to the state tournament and ended up going 2-2 and finishing 4th in the state then. So that was our best year so far.
That's pretty impressive. We're talking with the head coach of the Oliver Springs Lady Bobcats, Matt Hedden, and phone lines are open. If you have a question or comment for Coach Hedden. Coach, let's talk about your schedule coming up here this weekend. You mentioned next week got spring break, but I know tomorrow the weather's going to be a little iffy. We would just talk about your schedule coming up. And
tomorrow we're scheduled to go down and play Harriman, and that would be a big district game right there. But weather permitting, and then we are going to be in the Carnes softball complex this Friday and Saturday, playing in a tournament that is that recently just came up, and I think we're scheduled to play Halls, Knox Central, CAK, and Clinton on Friday and Saturday.
That's a pretty good schedule.
Yeah.
Playing some bigger schools.
Yes. But hopefully the bigger schools, get us prepared for the end of the year and everything, and get us ready to go.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night, and we'll be back to chat with some of the Lady Bobcats that are here tonight, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston.
This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0% during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
With and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath and Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry, plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
Welcome back into the locker room chat. And my guest tonight is the head coach of the Lady Bobcats, Matt Hedden. And he's brought 3 of his seniors with him. Only 3 seniors on the team. Yeah. We have Brianna Broadus, Haley McKinney, and Shelby Heilman. And let's meet these young ladies. First, Brianna. How you doing, Brianna?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. How's your mom and dad?
They're doing good.
So hello out there to Sherry and Robert. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Coach Hedden, if you would, just talk a little bit about Brianna.
Okay. Bree's been with probably 3 or 4 year starter. Well, considering last year, but she hustles out in center field. We've gotten her to, start covering and diving. She ain't afraid to go after a ball, get dirty, and got a very good arm that can, shoot runners down at home plate or any of the bases out there. And great team leader. All 3 of them are great team leaders this year, have taken on the role and have really stepped up.
What is Brianna, center fielder? Where does she bat at in the order?
We've got her batting in 8, numbered 8 spot right now, and it's a crucial spot to be able to bring in. Getting a lot of RBIs in and trying to move runners around and setting up scoring opportunities and everything.
Brianna, if you would, talk about last year. I know you didn't get to play, and just touch on that. I guess it's disappointing. I know you was disappointed, and how's it feel now to be playing this year?
It feels really good, but last year it was really hard on all of us because we didn't have any seniors last year, so it was us. And I say we're a very blessed team because of that, because none of our seniors got to miss out on senior year because there wasn't any. And we've always just been the leaders ever since last year, and we're still doing that this year. So.
Coach, are these the 3 captains? You have them tri-captains, or?
Yeah. We always designate the seniors as the captains and leaders of the team and everything. Give them certain responsibilities, and they're basically almost like assistant coaches in some aspects.
Brianna, how is that as a captain of the team? How you feel any added pressure leading these younger girls, or you sort of relish that?
I don't feel a lot of pressure with it. I just try to make sure that I do something correctly and that the younger girls, they know what to do and what not to do, and just things like that is the most important to me.
You try to lead by example, or
I do. More
vocal, or both?
I'm not a very vocal person. I will say something if I have to, but I'm more of an actions person.
Which one of those young ladies there is the vocal?
That would be me.
But you, Haley. Let's go back to Brianna here. I just want to get to you here a minute here, Haley. Brianna, talk about the start. The team, you're all off to an undefeated start. How exciting is that?
It's very exciting. I'm very, very proud of us. All of us are very proud of our team and how much we've accomplished, and all the girls have just been working so hard, and we just have fun out there, and that's what it's about.
Talk about going over to Bearden. I think that was the opening game, and let's talk about that game, going over there and getting a win over a big AAA school.
It was very, very exciting. We've never beat Bearden that I've known of, have we? And it was a great experience. Bearden played really, really hard, and so did we, and we fought to the last minute of the game.
believe y'all won that game 5-3.
Yeah, it was 5-3.
And you play any other sports? Well, I know you do, but everybody else there might not know, but go ahead and...
Yeah, I've played soccer for the past 4 years, too.
And you was all district in soccer, correct?
Yes, sir.
This past year, and so you'll have, well, I guess soccer was in the fall, right? That was your senior season and that. Okay. How do you get ready for your softball games? Do you have any rituals or any routines you go about?
We do. We get in a little huddle and we do like, what's it called?
Everybody in the district knows. As soon as you hear it, you're like, "That's Oliver Springs."
Yeah. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Right.
It involves Ric Flair.
Little woo.
Yeah. That.
But as far as individually, how you have anything you do? Any superstitions you got for a game or?
Not really. I just try to have my confidence up, and I try not to overlook anybody, because if you overlook anybody, then the worst team you ever play or ever played could beat you if you overlook them.
How you doing so far this year, as far as batting and fielding?
I'm doing better in fielding than I am batting, but it's getting there.
You throwed anybody out yet from center? Anybody try to run on you?
That one at Beard. Yeah, this one girl at Beard, and we threw it to third. I threw it to Haley.
Okay. You have any? What's some of your individual goals coming into this season?
My goal is to just be the best team leader I can be, and to show the younger girls how we do things and how to get them done right, and to just basically work together as a team. And our girls are so good this year. There's no drama. Like, everyone just like a family, and I'm so proud of us for that.
I mean, team goals?
One game at a time.
Small goals.
Small goals.
Who's your biggest rival?
Cofield.
If y'all would just look into the camera when I ask you these questions, and I know it's easy to look over here, but
sorry.
You're fine. So your biggest rival is Cofield?
Yes.
So you already got one win over them, right?
We did.
I saw yesterday in the paper they had a couple of players that's being mentioned as one of the top players in the area. Do you know those any of those girls personally?
We know. I think we all know, like, those girls. We've just kind of like grew up with like travel ball and things together, and they're honestly a very, very good team, and they deserve it.
Brianna, what's your favorite memory playing softball? It don't have to be in high school. It can be growing up as a kid, or just any favorite memories you have?
I'd say whenever I was little, I remember when I got my first batting helmet, and the night before I slept in my helmet, and I woke. Yeah.
That's a pretty good memory. How's it feel to wear that purple and gold of Oliver Springs? How much pride do you feel? I know you grew up, went to Oliver Springs growing up, and just how's that feel?
It makes me proud that I can be a part of such a great team and just part of a family like Oliver Springs. And I've learned so much, and I love all the girls, and I'm just so excited for us to get more wins this season.
You have a favorite subject in school?
History.
History. Did you have Coach Hedden?
I actually did not have Coach Hedden. I had another teacher every single year.
Who's that?
Miss Griffith.
Miss Griffith? Okay.
Yes.
Brianna, what's your your plans after graduation?
I plan to go to Rhode State and do nursing, but I also want to do mission work with my family and to take over that, and I want to be a nurse practitioner someday.
That's awesome. You have any plans? You think you might like to play softball at Rhode State, possibly?
I mean, I'd love to, but I don't know, because nursing and sports just don't mix in college sometimes.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Haley. Hey, Haley, now go ahead. You're the third baseman for the Lady Bobcats, and how long have you been playing for Oliver Springs?
I've been playing Oliver Springs High School for 4 years, but I played T-ball whenever I was maybe like 4 or 5 for the rec league.
Mm-hmm. So you grew up in Oliver Springs. Are you kin to Parker or Peyton McKinney?
No, I'm not.
You get that a lot?
Yes. I thought you were going to ask somebody else.
No, that's two McKinneys I know. Pretty popular there in Coalfield.
She is kin to somebody very important in Oliver Springs, though.
Oh, goodness.
Chief Morgan is her grandfather.
Chief Morgan?
Police chief.
Yep.
Police chief, oh, grandfather, okay. That is pretty important.
Yeah.
So you're the vocal leader of the team, you would say?
Yes. I'm very loud when it comes to stuff like that, and I'm just kind of the one that picks them up if I see somebody's head fall, stuff like that.
Do you lead the pregame, the cheer, sort of
Yeah,
lead that?
I do. Neither one of these two will, so I got stuck with it.
How do you get ready to play a game? Do you have any rituals or routines you go through before a game?
Not really, other than just kind of what everybody does. Listens to your favorite music, listen to your favorite song, stuff like that.
You play any other positions?
Everywhere. Anywhere that Coach Hedden needs me, I'm thrown.
She been a starter for as a sophomore?
She got to start as a freshman, and actually she came up in her freshman year district tournament and got all tournament in there. Had a big tournament down there. I think we was at Wartburg maybe, and and has been starting ever since at the end of her freshman year.
Go ahead and talk about Haley, this type of player she is and what she means to your team.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to talk about her, I don't know if we had enough time, but Haley's it's been like that for 4 years. You know, she's always had the vocal leadership. She goes hard. We have to get her under control sometimes, especially when we're throwing. But plays a tough third base. Not many balls can get by her. She's had several tag-outs this year, even though some of them didn't count.
She put some hard tags on?
Well, we're probably going to have to start having her too in order to get the calls. But yeah,
right.
But she. It's the go-to. It's one of the players that everybody has to look to, and just to find out what they're doing. She keeps everybody in order, and sometimes tries to keep me in order as well. So,
what is she batting the order?
We've got her batting in the number 5 spot. Coming up, and basically her role is a second leadoff hitter. Trying to get back on, trying to create more run opportunities and everything to that nature.
So Haley, you're batting in the number 5th spot. You had any RBIs this year? I know y'all been scoring quite a few runs here of late.
I think last time I looked I had 5 RBIs, but it could be more since the other night.
How are you hitting the ball this year?
Way better than I have in my entire high school career. Not even gonna lie.
Having your best season at the plate, huh? You have any home runs in your career? Not yet?
Well, not over the fence, but a couple of years ago, I think it was my sophomore year, I got one off a bunt because of errors. So that was a good time. That's a good memory.
Right. And what's some of your individual goals?
Just if I see somebody down, pick them up, make sure nobody's yelling at each other, getting down on each other, stuff like that, and just kind of keep the team as a clique like we are now. Just kind of keep everybody close-knit.
Just trying to be, as a captain, try to keep everybody together and no drama, as Brianna said.
You can ask either one of these. I'm the team mom.
Team mom? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have any plans? Do you like to play on the next level, softball?
If you would have asked me a couple of years ago, I would have said yes, but there's been a lot of thought go into it, and I just don't want to play at the next level.
What is the team goals? What would you say y'all's team goals are? Go to state, or I'm sure?
We definitely want to go to state, maybe make it that far, go to the next level, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Who would you say your biggest rival is?
Cofield or Harriman. We've wanted to beat Harriman since my freshman year, as far as I can remember.
Who do you feel like the best team in the district is? Do you feel like your team is Oliver Springs is right there at the top?
No, depending on how we play, there's a bunch of teams that could stick with us, but I don't think we're number one in the district. We could easily lose this lead that we have.
It's pretty competitive. A lot of good teams. Because you're all off to an undefeated start, 7-0, and coming off a sweep over Rockwood. Talk about that game the other day, that doubleheader.
We started off kind of in the senior meeting, don't overlook them. That's not what you want to do, whether you're playing Oakdale, Sunbright, Cofield. You don't want to overlook anybody because they could just as easily beat you, and it'd be easy. So we went into the game, got a couple of hits off both games, and it was just really good all the way around.
Talk about the win over Cofield.
They stuck with us the entire game. That was a team to beat the whole time.
Is that a home game for y'all? Mm-hmm. That was a big win. What's your favorite memory playing softball?
I think 2017, 2018, my travel team went to Panama City Beach, and then my sister's travel ball team went to Panama City Beach too. So we stayed there for 2 weeks and just had fun the whole time.
Now you have a brother who plays with the football team?
Me? Oh, she does.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But so you went to Panama City Beach for your travel team?
It was the World Series.
I bet that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Who did you play for?
Explosion softball. We're out of Knoxville.
How does it feel for you personally? You're an Oliver Springs girl growing up, and did you always want to play for Lady Bobcats?
Up until 6th grade, I did, but 6th grade year, we moved to Texas, picked up everything, and went because of Dad's job, and I was hoping we'd come back so I could play for Hedden.
You play any other sports?
No, but Shelby and I are managers on the football team.
Okay. Had a pretty good season this year. That was exciting. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite subject in school?
I really like science.
Science? Who's your teacher?
Oh, Lord. I have Pamela Kelly from TCAT. Love her. She was my anatomy and physiology teacher. She was the sweetest person to ever exist.
What's your plans after graduation?
I plan to attend Pellissippi State so I can get my RN degree and then transfer to University of Tennessee and specialize in neonatal care.
Neonatal care? That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and meet Shelby Heileman.
Yeah.
Coach Hedden, talk a little bit about Shelby.
Okay, Shelby's playing left field for us. Shelby has very good speed. Goes after all the balls, and between her and Bree with the speed right through there, it's very difficult to get a base hit out there in the outfield. When we can get Shelby on base, she's one of those that we try to send all the time a lot, and she runs the bases hard. Matter of fact, last night she got beam trying to slide into home, so she takes a beating sometimes down there. But she's a very hard worker and everything. We're glad to have them out there. Solidifies our outfield.
Is she the leadoff batter?
No, Shelby is hitting in our 7 spot right now.
Okay.
And with this, it's basically trying to get additional base runners in, so when we do come up to the top of our lineup, that we'll have opportunities to bring runs in.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shelby, I mentioned your brother a while ago, Heilman. I recognize that last name. What's your brother's name?
His name's Jacob.
Jacob Heilman. Yeah.
Yeah.
What position did he play in football? I remember calling his name out quite a bit.
He played several positions throughout the year, but he also plays baseball too.
Okay. Do you play any other sports, Shelby?
No, me and Haley, like she said, we were the football managers, but that's the only other thing I've done in high school.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your season thus far, starting off undefeated. How you like playing with this team?
So far, I love this team. I always have, and I've played for them since I was in Little League. Our group of girls are very hardworking, and we all get along. I love how all of them are dedicated to the game and push themselves every single day.
Was you able to play some summer ball last year? I don't know, the season was canceled in high school. Was you able to play some travel ball?
I didn't get to. My travel team broke up a few years ago, so I haven't gotten on.
Well, do you have any pregame rituals for the game to help you get ready, fired up?
Not really. Just listen to music on the way to the field.
What music do you like to listen to?
Depends on the day.
What's on your playlist?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Do you have any individual goals coming into this season?
To just keep working hard and get better every day. There's still a lot of things I need to work on and improve on.
How's your season going thus far? Are you hitting the ball? Hitting the ball as good as Haley?
I don't know if I'm hitting it as good as Haley.
Has Haley been driving you in?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd be driving her in, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You have any? Coach Hedden says you're pretty fast. You have any stolen bases?
I've gotten a few stolen bases, especially at last night's game. Brianna got in a pickle and got me home for the winning run.
Oh, she did? She got you in a pickle, huh?
Love you.
That enabled her to score, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a lot of instincts there. You do that sometimes to get that run in. What about your team goals? You have any team goals?
Just to keep everybody working hard, keep them uplifted, make sure nobody's putting themselves down, and just work together.
Mm-hmm. Have you made any Sports Center catches this year?
Not this year.
Not yet?
Not yet.
No sliding catches yet? What about Brianna? Has she made any?
She's made one or two.
Diving catches?
Almost.
Oh, yeah. You almost had it. Who would you say, Shelby, who's y'all's biggest rival?
Definitely Coalfield.
Coalfield? Get pretty pumped up to play them.
Yeah, I grew up playing travel ball with a lot of the girls out there, so it's really competitive every year.
I know a lot of those players. What's your favorite memory playing softball? You mentioned you've been playing since you was growing up. You have a favorite memory?
I played on my travel team was basically all the same girls every year. So my favorite memory was probably going to, I don't remember what the complex was called, but going to this complex every year, and we would do really well, and we'd stay for 2 days, and it was just a lot of fun.
So did you grow up in Oliver Springs?
Yes.
How much pride do you have, when you put on that purple and gold?
I have a lot of pride knowing that I play for Oliver Springs. I grew up watching several of the girls that Hedden's coached throughout the years in high school, and I've always wanted to grow up and play for him.
Do you have any sisters?
No, I just have my brother.
Brother. What's your favorite subject in school?
Art.
Art. Who's your art teacher?
Miss Haney.
That's pretty good art. That's always admire people that's talented in art. Takes a special talent to be able to draw, and it's really good. What's your plans after graduation?
I plan to go to Pellissippi for 2 years and then transfer to UT to study architecture.
There's some pretty smart young ladies up here,
Yes.
Coach Hedden.
Oh, they are. So.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll be right back. We're visiting with the Oliver Springs Lady Bobcats and Coach Matt Hedden, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We buy it on the spot and we pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston.
This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0% during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
ADFAC. You've heard of ADFAC, right?
Yeah.
And I want to get this right. Okay, there's a lot of information right here. Aid to Distressed Families of Appalachian Counties. Now, they've been helping out during COVID with a lot of families. As a matter of fact, I think they were in charge of a grant. Let me get that stat here. They were entrusted with over $350,000 from local agencies to help families experiencing COVID-related hardships. And we all know how tough it's been for a lot of families right now.
And a lot of organizations. So ADFAC had to figure out some way to still help the people that need help in their community. And this little egg is going to help them. Actually, it's a bunch of these little eggs. All you have to do is purchase one of these eggs. Each egg is $5. You buy as many eggs as you want. And then half of the money that comes in from the purchase of these eggs goes to ADFAC, but the other half
goes to you if you buy the winning egg. So what you do is you go to ADFAC's Facebook page, that's ADFAC, or go to adfac.org, adfac.org, purchase your chances to win. You got to be 18 or older. All the information's right here, but the egg is cool, and you can get one and help out ADFAC, because ADFAC is helping out families in East Tennessee that need help this time.
And the drawing, which will be random of all the eggs purchased, will be on April 10th on a special YouTube event, so you can watch it and see if you win that cash.
Fabulous. Thanks for helping ADFAC. We're Mark and Kim from Starwater 2.1.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group, Realty Executives, has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Welcome back into the locker room chat. My name's John Williams, and head coach here at the Auburn Springs Lady Bobcats, Matt Hedden. And softball's going on. It started a week ago Monday. This is the second week of the season, and had some great weather. But we also, basketball, the state tournament, the boys finished up last week. I'd like to give them some recognition. They had the Kingston Yellow Jacket boys advancing. They were eliminated in the semifinal round by Jackson Southside, but Kingston won their first game, defeated Community last week in overtime. So they ended up playing Jackson Southside, lost that game, and Southside went on to play Greenville, and Greenville won that game in the championship, won by 1 point. So Greenville, an East Tennessee team as well, bringing home the AA championship. But congratulations to Kingston on a great season, 27-6, and just like to give them Kingston boys and the team, Coach Colton Naramore and his staff and that team and that community just had a great season. Also, the Oak Ridge Wildcats, they won their first game last week over Siegel. 68-57. They were eliminated in the semifinals by Houston, who went on to win the Class AAA title. But the Wildcats ended up the season 28-6. So Coach Aaron Green, congratulations to him and his Wildcats on an outstanding season. But getting back to softball here. Coach Hedden, we're going to throw up some scores here. Here's some baseball scores here recently this week, as you can see. Oak Ridge over Clinton. Oak Ridge got the sweep over the Dragons this week. Powell as well ended up sweeping Anderson County. Halls there got the sweep over Campbell County this week. As we move down into Class A, you see Harriman with the win over Rockwood. Harriman with that victory. Cofield over Oneida 3-2. They end up with a splitting their little 2-game series. Kingston over Scott twice, and Wartburg over Oliver Springs 10-9. That Oliver Springs came back to win 11-4. You get the split, and Midway over Oakdale 9-2. Let's go to some softball scores. Anderson County girls over Campbell County 11-1. You see your Lady Bobcats there with the big sweep of the Rockwood Lady Tigers 12-1 and 14-0. That's pretty impressive. Midway also over Sunbright 10-0. So that's some of the scores. I think we got here's some more scores here. Girls softball. Anderson County come back to beat Oak Ridge. 2 wins for the Lady Mavericks this week. You know the coaches there at Anderson County, no?
I know Gary Howe.
Right, I was going to say Gary. He mentioned you last week. So
yeah,
Gary's a great guy and long-time coach there. Assistant now, used to be head coach there for a long time, Anderson County. There was Oliver Springs over Wartburg, 12-0. So Lady Bobcats just really playing good softball right now, 7-0. If you would, Coach Hedden, talk a bit about your staff.
Well, I've added extra coach this year. I usually just have one assistant, but this year Morgan Meredith that took on our girls soccer team in the fall, and then since our boys soccer team didn't come to be this season, I asked Morgan if she would want to come and help us, because I've been familiar with her playing high school softball at Cofield, and then helping on the Cofield staff for the past several years, and she has been a great benefit. My other assistant coach is Randall Green. He's a retired teacher, retired a few years back. Me and Randall's been coaching and working together since I started there at Oliver Springs, and really good friends with him. We kind of, gel right there with the train of thought. We're more old school type baseball, and this will be his 3rd year helping me, and this will be his 3rd year coaching girls, and he was nervous at first, but he's gotten into it and really enjoys it.
You mentioned something off the air about something he always says. So.
Yeah, the girls will like to say that one, I believe.
What does Coach Green likes to say?
Win this next one.
Win them all unless you win the next one, right?
Can't win them all unless you win the next one.
That's right.
Yeah.
One game at a time.
Yep.
We got a call here. Let's take it. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat. Go ahead, caller. Cause a little technical difficulty right now. You would call back. Are you there, caller? Okay, well, call back, caller. Apologize for that. If you could call back in. We got this voicemail flashing, Dylan. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but if you would call it, go ahead and call back in, caller, and see if we can get you on the air. We're going to go back and talk to these girls here. Lady Bobcats, 3 senior captains here. Brianna Broadus, Shelby Heilman, and Haley McKinney. And girls, I'm going to ask you some questions here a little bit. We got the call coming back in. Let's see if we can take it this time. Locker room chat, you're on the air.
Hello, Hello, you've reached the Channel 12 News Department. We can't come to the phone right now, but if you'll leave us your name, number, and a brief message, we'll be glad.
Let's see. Locker room chat, you're on the air. Okay, having a little trouble with the phone lines. We apologize. The girls are going to ask you some questions here. We'll start with you, Shelby. What is your favorite food?
Mexican food.
Mexican? And your favorite TV show?
Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries? Uh-huh. What's your favorite movie?
Fast and Furious. That was really close.
You have any other hobbies in your free time?
I like to hunt and fish.
Really? Wow. Been doing any fishing lately?
Not yet.
What's your favorite song or band?
I like country music. I don't really have a favorite singer.
Do you have a favorite place you ever visited?
Myrtle Beach.
You have a lucky number?
16.
Do you have a role model or a favorite player?
I got my number. The reason I wear 16 is because of Lindsay Fadnick. She's been my role model since I was in T-ball.
Okay. Favorite toy as a child?
Softball.
Softball. There you go.
That's all I know.
You have a hidden talent or a strangest talent?
Not really.
What about you have a nickname?
They call me Sheebs. That's about it.
You have what nickname as in childhood?
Same thing. They only call me Sheebs usually.
Okay. You have any phobias?
No.
It's bold. We'll go ahead and give a shout out. We'll give a shout out to someone out there.
My parents for always being at all my games, and my brother for throwing ball and practicing with me.
Your brother.
Yeah.
All right, Shelby. Or Haley. Let's go to Haley. Yeah,
Okay.
Haley.
Oh, Lord.
You have any favorite food?
Mexican food.
Mexican seems to rule the roost here. Favorite TV show?
Grey's Anatomy, all day.
That's my wife's favorite. I believe.
Love Grey's.
Favorite movie?
The Notebook. It's easy.
Any other hobbies?
Not really.
Favorite song or band?
I have a lot, but some of the primary ones are Morgan Wallen, and I really liked Panic at the Disco for a long time. But other than that, not really. I just kind of listen to a mix of everything.
What's the favorite place you visited?
Dallas, Texas.
And you have a lucky number?
I had number 13 for a while. That's the first number that I ever wore for my Explosion travel team, which is one of the bigger teams that I've ever played for.
You have a role model?
Allie Shipman and Callie Turner, they both play for University of Tennessee.
Okay. You have a nickname?
There's a lot, but my dad calls me Pooh Bear. I've been called Hey Hey all of my life, Hale, stuff like that. Really anything that can come out of anybody's mouth. They just...
Would you like to give a shout out?
Mom and Dad for always being there for me. My grandfather, most of my family for being behind me, making me chase my dreams.
Okay, Brianna, you got about a minute and a half. We're going to go real fast here in the speed round. What's your favorite food?
Chicken Alfredo.
Favorite TV show?
Probably Full House or like Fresh Prince, some of the older stuff.
A favorite movie?
Any Captain America movie.
You have any other hobbies in your free time?
Just soccer, really. I don't have anything.
What's your favorite song or band?
I like Luke Combs a lot. He's one of my favorites.
Favorite place you visited?
Probably Panama City.
Lucky number?
18, because Peyton Manning, I've always loved Peyton Manning ever since I was little. I think because my brothers grew up and they're all about football, and I was just like, oh, I'll be like that too.
Okay. Do you have a nickname?
Bree or anything like that.
Okay. Would you like to give a shout out?
I want to shout out to my family. You all are wonderful. Thank you all for all the confidence and all the things that you do for me, and our wonderful team. If you all are watching, I love you all, and I'm enjoying this season with you all so far, and I'm so excited to keep it going with you all.
Well, girls, I appreciate you being on, and good luck this season.